Hey guys, welcome in. Today is potato day. I'm going to put some potatoes in some tubs, and I'm going to show you how I do that and show you something I'm doing different this year than I've done before. So let's look at them. So the tubs I've used previously have been these black ones, and I will probably use them down the line if the potatoes come up far enough and I need a second layer. I have these with the holes in them. I've got 2 or 3 more back there, so I can cut the bottoms out of those and use those. But I'm using, before we got gutter all the way around the house, I had these water catchers that I was using. I really don't have any place to put them now, so and they were old and full of junk, so I went ahead and cut them, and I'm using them as planter tubs now. Got the holes in the bottom, and I got some screening in there, so we'll see how that works. So we have a big issue with fire ants around here. I don't know if you guys do or not, but we have a lot of fire ants, and of course they like the soft soil that's in the pots, and they move into there and they can ruin the soil. Don't totally ruin the soil, but in order to kill them, you got to poison them, and which I have no issue doing that, but I don't want to put poison in the soil that I'm going to be growing my food in. If they get in a flower pot, I don't have any issue at all giving them some Sevin dust, but I don't want them in here. And occasionally they get in, and I've got to try just disrupt them as much as I can and get them out. So let me show you what I've done this year. I'm going to try this year and see if it works. Hopefully it does. So I drilled quite a few holes in the bottom of my pots here, and a little bit bigger than I normally would drill those holes. And I did that because I had the netting that I'm going to put down and hopefully plug those holes. I'm going to be very careful with the first soil that I go in there with. And I think with the pressure of the soil on these holes, it'll still drain fine, but I think the pressure on there will seal it enough. It'll keep the fire ants out. So we're going to try that in here. I'll set this over there and we'll get some soil in it. I'm going to put 4 to 6 inches in each pot, and then we'll go in with the potatoes. I did amend the soil a little bit. Let me show you that too. So the soil that came out was not as bad as I thought it was. It was pretty loose. It wasn't as compacted as I thought it was. I did add a little more sand to it, so it's a nice sandy loam soil. So we'll get a layer of this in there, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of this organic fertilizer in there, and then place the potato pieces, and then probably put a little bit of the compost that was composted last year in the compost tumbler that we have over there. I got the soil in there. I get about 4 inches in each one, 4 or 5 inches. So that's the soil I have left. I only got the soil out of one of the black tubs. One of them was like totally full of fire ants. I had to dump it out. I couldn't do anything with it. So here's my potatoes. I cut them up. They're kind of dark looking, scabbed over. Still got the things on them. So we'll plant them. Kind of wish I'd just cut them in half like this one, but we'll see. They may or may not grow. So we'll give them a few days, and if they don't, we'll see if we can find some other ones. So I'm gonna get a handful of the fertilizer. Just sprinkle it around there, and then I'll just work that into the soil. I'm going to do that in both of them. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with the compost as well. So I'll get a couple handfuls of the compost, spread it around in there. So let me put the potatoes in here. I'm just going to dump them all in here so I don't have to keep reaching back and forth. I've already put them in the other tub. I'll show you that in a minute. So this one here is the largest one. It's got several eyes. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle and plant these with the eyelets up. So this is more potatoes than I would need in here, so that's fine. I don't expect all of them to come up. They might. If they do, well, I'll just thin them out, so it's not a big deal. But I'll just set all these in here with the eyelet pointing forward, or up, I mean. And then we'll see what happens with them. See if they actually come up. We got the rest of that soil in there. It came up another 3 inches or so. And I put a little more compost right on top. And we're just gonna water these in. All right, we got them potatoes in. Hopefully they'll come up, we'll see. Supposed to be nice tomorrow. I'm gonna go play golf tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to plant though, so Thursday and Friday, I don't know if I'll golf or not. I need to get some stuff in the ground. I've got all the, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tomatoes in. I'm going to do a separate video on doing the watermelons and kind of keep that running as a separate deal, since we have kind of a challenge, a sharing thing. We have several channels that are going to grow the watermelons, so I want to keep that part separate from the rest of the garden growing. We'll touch base on them when we're looking at the garden, but they're going there in the back, and I need to think about that. But I think I'm going to go in with those plants probably Friday or Saturday. Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, but that will be a separate video, and I will keep those separate. We'll give little updates as we're doing the garden update, but that'll be a separate one. So that's it for this one. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you coming in. Hit the like button, comment. You can subscribe right here in this beautiful sky up here. I really appreciate you guys coming in. I really do. I appreciate it a lot. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.